as the options, and she chose this third person's name. He is a major man of science from the 5th, 6th century. So think about who it could be. You don't have to write for what it was chosen, just his name will do. Right, so just one name here, that's all we want. And the timeline is important, 1975, when India had a significant scientific breakthrough. All right, let's go to question number 4. Okay, there's no video here, it's just a visual. Look at the visual carefully and tell us which TV series in 2024 has this in its title sequence. And as you can see, it's when we say TV series, it's an OTT series on Sony Live. The image you see is very important and useful to work out the answer. We're looking for a 3-word title. Looking at a 3-word title. This is a OTT series that came out end of 2024. 3-word title. The series itself is based on a book with the same title. Look at what's happening in the image and think of a famous 3-word phrase that would fit. All right, if you've taken a guess on that, let's go to question number 5. Okay, simple question. These are two gentlemen you see there called Dusty Baker and Glenn Burke do. What did they do apparently for the first time in 1977 in the context of sports? I mean, this may have been done before. This is probably the first good photograph of something like this happening. And since then, it's become a common thing in sports, not just in sports, in everyday life. So think very simple. Just look at the picture. What does it seem like they're doing? And give a simple 2-word answer. Nobody should get this wrong, right? This question is there so that everybody scores 1 point in this quiz. I mean, and ideally, if you get the answer to this question, you will also do the action you're seeing there. Okay? Right, so don't overthink. It's simple, it's just an interesting photograph, whether it may or may not be the first time ever in the world. But that's the first time in the context of sports. Okay, number 6. Okay, fun question. Who is the male voice you hear in this audio? Please increase the audio volume. Just hit the right arrow, that's fine. Please increase the volume at the console. You can just hit the back arrow, please. Yeah, just play it one more time. We need to identify this guy. Yeah, to be clear, it is not an Indian. Obviously, it is a very famous non-Indian singer who was singing along to this song and it became a huge viral hit. Very, very famous. I mean, think of among the top 2, 3 most famous singers in the world today. The male voice, right? The female voice you heard was the Indian singer Shilpa Rao. This is a viral hit song from 2024. What we wanted was who was the male singer. Okay, let's go to question 7. Okay, there's an image, so we'll read the question and then show the image. Which UNESCO World Heritage Site in India that spans over 14,000 hectares gets its name from a type of beautiful flora that's abundant in the area? There's an image, let's see it. Yeah, there you go. So you can see what type of vegetation this is. And think of like just the Hindi word for, go back to the text. Just think of the Hindi word for beautiful and from there you should be able to work out the answer. Just one word is all we need. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's in one particular part of India. It spreads over 14,000 hectares and it gets its name because of a type of beautiful flora that you find there. I think should be simple. Let's move to question 8. Okay, we're going to play you another video clip. Please, volume badaiye. What slogan hailing 2 groups of people does this former Prime Minister of India say next? Just play that again. Just click on the video again.
मैं आपसे कहूंगा कि 2 नारे आज लगें, 2 नारा अगर आप लगाएं तो वही असली नारा है आज देश की जरूरत के मुताबिक.
Just go back. Yeah. So you don't have to identify the former Prime Minister of India who was speaking. What is the slogan that he came up with? It was hailing 2 groups of people. We're looking for a 4-word answer here, right? So your answer needs to have 4 words in it. What is the slogan? It became very popular in India after he used it at one of these ceremonies. That's question number 8. Let's go to question 9. Okay. An Amul ad celebrating a recent kind of achievement and so on of Rishabh Pant. So what word hinting at Rishabh Pant's aggressive batting style is blanked out in this ad? We need a precise 7-letter English word and it also makes for a nice, if you put that English word there and you read it along with the previous word, it will make for a nice pun to show what he is doing. So think of like aggressive batting style, think of like attack, think of a word for that. And once you put that word there and read it along with the second word, it should give you a nice pun which would describe what you see on the image. So just one word needed here, but it needs to be a precise answer. 1 7-letter regular English word. The word in question is a regular English word. It's not a made-up word. It's not a joke, pun, nothing. It's a regular English word. But when you read it together, it makes for a nice pun. Okay, keep a note of it. You can come back to this later if you like. Let's go to question 10. Okay, the logo of which 2025 event with reference to marital status was created by Lieutenant Colonel Harsh Gupta and Havaldar Surinder Singh of the Indian Army. One of the words in this event kind of references or indicates the marital status of a person, whether that person is married or not. And the bigger clue is the people who actually created it. Look at who they are, as in where they are from, what is their background, and think of a very obvious thing. Again, here we are looking for a two-word answer. Look at their background, and it's something that happened in 2025. So, okay, we're done with the first 10 questions. We'll now go to the next section, which is our star mark questions, which means if two teams are tied, we're going to take your score in this section, questions 11 to 20, and the score out of the next 10 questions will be used to determine, to break ties in case there's a tie. Okay? So question number 11. He was a Scottish surgeon and naturalist who worked in India, gaining recognition for his studies of Indian snakes. He is called the father of Indian ophiology. Ophiology is the study of snakes. This venomous snake found in India, and we'll play you a video, is named after him. So who is he? Here's the video. Next slide, please. Yeah. Click.
Leopards have relatively long fangs that are folded against their upper jaw. When they strike, the fangs are erected to inject venom.
Yeah, just one more time. Just play that again, please.
Leopards have relatively long fangs that are folded against their upper jaw. When they strike, the fangs are erected to inject venom.
Yeah, just go back. Yeah, so that was, this is a particularly venomous snake found in India. It's named after him. If you can give the name of the snake, that's also fine. Or the first part in the name of the snake is his name, which is all we want. Just his surname, that will do. And you saw how that snake is with its fangs and its venom and so on. Yeah. Some of these questions may be slightly tricky from 11 to 20. So because we want to, obviously from the nearly 70 teams which are here, we have to select the top 8. So not easy. So question number 12 coming up now.
Leopards have
With stations such as Kasturchand Park, NERI and 0 Mile, this metro system's logo also makes a reference to a famous export of the area. This is the logo for the metro transit system of which Indian city? Just one word, which city? There are some nice clues there. Look at the names of the stations, especially the third one, and look at the image, right? The image is a kind of tribute to one of the famous exports from that area. One word, what is the name of the city? It's a fairly prominent, I mean obviously it has a metro, so it can't be a very small town. It's a relatively important city in India. It's not a metropolitan city, but it's an important enough city. So you have two clues there. One is the station name which says 0 Mile, and the other is the fact that the logo makes a reference to a famous export. Okay, let's go to 13 now. Okay, we're going to play you another video clip. Death Stranding 2 is all the rage right now, the video game released by Hideo Kojima. Which Indian filmmaker? He's a South Indian filmmaker, but his films are well known across the country. Who's seen making a cameo in this game? Here's the video. This gentleman.
Appears to be unconscious. Place him in a protective bag and get him to safety. Right. Time to take our ailing friend to the Dowser shelter. We just need to figure out how to get over these mountains first.
Just play that again.
The man we came to rescue appears to be unconscious. Place him in a protective bag and get him to safety.
Listen to the music as well, that's also a little helpful.
Right. Time to take our ailing friend to the Dowser shelter. We just need to figure out how to get over these mountains first.
Yeah, so this person has made some really huge blockbuster films which have been a hit all over the country, and like with at very massive scale and special effects and so on. Yeah, so who is this person? Like I said, some of these questions are going to be slightly tricky, but take a guess. If you've vaguely heard a name, you can put it down. By the way, there are no penalty points or anything for slightly wrong spellings. We'll be liberal on that. When we read your answer, if we think it phonetically sounds more or less right, we'll give it to you. No problems there. Question 14. Okay. Which company brought out this ad during the 2025 Wimbledon Championships? You can see the way the tennis balls are arranged. They resemble the logo of a famous brand, and it says Advantage blank. Short blank over there, very short blank. Which brand is this? It's a very, very famous brand. Look at what logo comes to mind when you see this image. Just take a look at that and take an immediate guess. Okay, simple, one short word is all that we need in your answer. Let's go to the question number 15 now. Okay, simple, straightforward. What is common to the flags of Australia, Cameroon, Israel, and Cuba? One word will do. Rather straightforward history, geography type question. What is common to these are not the only 4 countries which have this feature. There are several more countries which could have the same feature on their flags. Just tell us what is common to these flags. We need one keyword in your answer. Again, one short word is all we're looking for. Huh? All right, moving on to 16. This is the logo of an international film festival held in Darjeeling. It's named after a natural wonder that one can catch a glimpse of while visiting Darjeeling. What is this film festival called? We've blanked out the name on the top. It's named after a natural wonder that one can catch a glimpse of while visiting the hill station. What is this international film festival in Darjeeling called? Couple of slight variant names and spellings, we'll accept all of those, no problem. It's a very nice logo as well, that should also help you. You can figure out what kind of natural wonder this is. Look at the logo, look at the fact that it's Darjeeling, and you will always ever be only able to catch a glimpse of this usually. I mean, unless you're very lucky and it's a very clear day. "17. Okay, this is an interesting question. This is a chef's hat you will have typically seen in any large restaurant that you would have gone to, called the toque. And the toque, as a standard, typically has 100 folds. The story is that these 100 are a reference to the number of ways a certain ingredient or dish can be prepared. Right? So what is this ingredient or item that can be prepared in 100 ways apparently, and that's why the chef's hat has 100 folds. You can have this for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, for any time. Again, one word, very, very short word. That's all we're looking for. This is the one item or one element or ingredient that you can use and prepare 100 different dishes from it, which is why once a person masters all of those, he becomes a certified chef, and therefore his or her hat has 100 folds. It's called a toque. Take a simple guess. Very short word. Very short word. Okay, 18. Now for some cricket. What nickname is this person trying to trademark? It's a two-word alliterative name, which means both the words start with the same letter, and it's used as a moniker due to his calm demeanor when he was at the helm. First word is a slightly longer word, the second word is a slightly shorter word. Two words, both starting with the same letter, and it was the kind of, name or thing given to him when he was at the helm. So, think of a simple word in cricket for somebody who's the leader, and think of another word for calm demeanor. Being very liberal with clues in the prelims, not so in the finals, where we'll only go by what's on the slide. I know lots of new teams are here, so being very overly liberal with clues in the prelims, but that's all right. So that's a two-word answer, both words starting with the same letter. Question 19. In 2025, it was announced that this northeast state in India is going to open the world's first rain museum. In which town is this appropriately being built? As a clue, so that you don't confuse between two answers, the town's name begins with the same letter as the state it is present in. There are two possible answers, and just we've been nice, and just so that you don't get confused and write the wrong answer, we've given you a clue saying the town's name where the museum is being built begins with the same letter as the state it is present in. Remember, it's the world's first rain museum, so think of which place in India would fit that appropriately. So there are two possible answers, and to disambiguate, we've told you that the town's name begins with the same letter as the state it's located in. And the last of your star mark questions coming up at number 20. Okay, we're going to show you a short video clip. A character from an Indian epic, the daughter of King Subala, is being represented via this Bharatanatyam performance. Dancers representing this character need excellent spatial awareness because of the manner in which the character needs to be performed. Which character? Show the video, please. can just play that one more time. Go back to the text. Yeah. So which character do you see being performed over there? The character from an Indian epic. And like it says, dancers representing this character, performing this role, need to have excellent spatial awareness. Okay, that's 20 done. End of the star mark questions. We come to our last 5 questions now of the prelim. Okay, 21. Which animals are these? So back-to-back dance questions. Which animals, but this time your answer is from the world of nature. Which animals are these Manipuri dancers aptly dressed to resemble? And we need a specific name, yeah? Don't write a generic answer, we need a specific name. Specific name on which animals are these dancers aptly dressed to resemble. Number 22 coming up. Okay, earlier this year, this was earlier in 2025 or late 2024, Puma, the shoe brand, paid tribute to their newest brand ambassador with this cheeky rebranding. Look at the image carefully and tell us which famous Indian is their newest brand ambassador. There's something in the image, look at it carefully. Ignore the TOI there, that's just because it's a screenshot from the Times of India. So that doesn't matter, but look at the Puma showroom there. If you just notice one thing in this image, you'll get to the answer. The latest Indian brand ambassador of Puma. Very, very famous person. I mean, all of you have heard of this person. So, and obviously Puma would only have certain types of people as their brand ambassadors, right? So you can use that as an additional clue, get to the answer. That's number 22. Let's go to number 23. Okay, this is the aptly titled 2024 winner of an annual prize awarded by the Oxford Bookstore. A panel rates entries based on design, aesthetic appeal and fonts used, among other factors. So they literally, and we've given you 6 blanks over there, fill in the blank with a part of a common English proverb used to imply that outward appearance does not tell the full story about what is inside. There's a useful image coming up. There you go, that's the winner from 2024. It's Pradeep Sebastian's The Book Beautiful, right? There's a reason we put up a photograph rather than just writing text over there. Like we could have told you that the winner is Pradeep Sebastian's The Book Beautiful, but it was important to put up this photograph, right? So let's go back to the text now. So what you have to fill in the 6 blanks that are there. They are part of a very famous English proverb that all of you have heard. So you are usually told not to do something, but in this case, this is exactly what they do. The proverb tells you not to do something because essentially don't go by the outward appearance, you don't know what's the full story about what's inside. But the judges of this prize actually do exactly that. Okay, that's 23. We go to the penultimate question of the prelim. At the end, we'll do a rerun of the questions again. Christian Dior were permitted to host a fashion show at a unique location. Its design was also used at the entry to the ramp. Where in India was this fashion show held? You can see that kind of golden color type structure there in the front, which is the ramp. But look immediately behind that as well. That's the actual structure. And I can give you one clue that just behind the structure is the sea. Okay? No, still, there are lots of new teams, so it's fine. Just behind the structure is the sea, so. So lots of combination of fashion and history and culture and so on. Okay, last question of the prelim coming up. In the winter of 2024, a new species of wasp was discovered in Chandigarh. It belonged to a family called the Ichneumonidae, which is also referred to using the name of a scientist. This is because the cruel parasitic nature of such wasps was one of the factors that led the scientist to doubt the existence of God and think of an alternate process by which such creatures could have developed, right? So till then the belief was that all of this is God's doing. This is the first scientist who came up with the idea that no, there's an actual scientific principle involved in this and there's a process involved through which creatures have developed. We'll show you the image, may not be of too much use, just like a close-up image there. Let's go back to the question. Just simply tell us who is the scientist after whom this family of wasps is named. Very, very famous scientist. A scientist who first propounded that there is a scientific principle or process by which creatures have developed over the years. Alright, just go to the top left of the slide where it says 25. There's a link. Oops, no. Okay, just go back there. Yeah. Oh, okay. Careful, careful. Just can you just click below this window where you'll go to the slideshow. Yeah, or hit the slideshow button. One of the two. Yeah, you can just go back. Just go one slide back. Yeah, back. Just click on that 25 if you can. There's a link there. If you just go on that 25 and click it. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So just quickly rerun all the questions. I'm not going to be reading out anything in detail. I'll just give you the summary. So question 1 was, what is this machine? I said we need a 2-word answer. Just keep moving fast. Question 2 was, who's this athlete? We needed his full name. Question 3, what name did Indira Gandhi choose in 1975 for a major scientific breakthrough? Question 4, 3-word name of this TV series. Question 5, 2-word answer, what did they do for the first time in the context of sports? Question 6, the male voice you heard. Question 7, which UNESCO World Heritage Site in India is this? 14,000 hectares. Question 8, former Prime Minister of India giving a 4-word slogan. Question 9, what 7-letter English word? Fills up the blank. Question 10, which 2025 event The name of the event kind of is a marker of marital status, and it was created by a lieutenant colonel. Star mark questions. Who was this Scottish surgeon after whom the snake is named?
Peppers have red.
Which city? This metro logo is this. Which filmmaker was that? South Indian filmmaker who's made really blockbuster, larger than life films. Which famous company or brand brought out this ad during the 2025 Wimbledon? Short answer. What's common to the flags of Australia, Cameroon, Israel and Cuba? Again, looking for a very short answer, one word. Logo of a film festival in Darjeeling. What natural wonder gives it its name? Why does the chef's hat have 100 folds? What two-word nickname is this person trying to trademark? It's an alliterative name, both words starting with the same letter. Which town is the first rain museum in the world going to be built? And which character from an Indian epic did you see in this Bharatanatyam performance? Last 5. In this Manipuri dance performance, which creatures or animals are they appropriately dressed to resemble? We need a specific answer here. Generic answer will not do. How did Puma pay tribute to the newest brand ambassador in India? What are the 6 blanks over here which are part of a famous English proverb which indicates what the panel does over here? Where was this Christian Dior fashion show held? The first time that this location allowed something like this. And the last question, who was the scientist after whom this newly discovered species of wasp in Chandigarh named? So first and last question, both Chandigarh in a way. Next slide and the next slide. Yeah, this is a summary. You can quickly take a look, and in the next 30 odd seconds, volunteers, please start collecting the answer sheets from everyone. Please make sure once again that you have your school name clearly written there. There isn't a blank for it, so please write it on top of the sheet along with the branch, specific branch that you are representing. Okay, time to start collecting the answer sheets, please. Please stop writing, all teams, and continue to remain seated. We're going to give you the answers before we take a refreshments break. And during your refreshments break, we'll be correcting the answer sheets. And in about 30 to 45 minutes, we'll be starting the grand finale of the quiz. I'll give you the answer key. One sec. Just, it's inside that. Just take that bag. Yeah. Just open it. There are two brown covers inside. 2 brown covers. One of them will say senior prelims on top. Yeah, give it answer key. Yeah, just give it to. All right, please give in your answer sheets. Last call. That's okay. That's fine. That's okay. We rerun questions and all, no? So it's fine. Yeah. Ample time for them to put everything down. That's okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, have you all given your answer sheets? Any teams remaining? Please raise your hands. Any more answer sheets remaining? We will not take any more answer sheets after this. Okay, all done. Can we have a couple of volunteers with cordless mics around, please, to take it to the audience while we give out these answers? Can we have a couple of cordless mics? Yeah. Can we have a volunteer who can just take this or take the mic around so that
Check.
we can give people a chance to answer?
Check. Check.
Yeah, go to the next slide, please. Okay, are we please settle down? Are we ready to do the answers?
Check. Check.
Check, check, check.
All right, don't shout, raise your hands, we'll come to you. Let's go to question 1. Yeah, what is this machine? Who wants to try this? Yes. Don't shout, please. There's a mic coming your way. Please answer into that.
Pizza ATM.
Pizza ATM. Very good. Absolutely right. Let's see the answer. It's a pizza ATM. So, from where you can not get cash, but you can get pizza. Okay. Second question. Okay. Who is this person? Let's ask someone this side. Yes. Please give him the mic.
Fauja Singh.
Fauja Singh. Absolutely correct. It is Fauja Singh, the 100-plus-year-old endurance athlete. Okay, what name was chosen by Indira Gandhi? Okay, let's, yes.
Aryabhatta,
And what was the name chosen for?
the satellite.
Absolutely right. This is Aryabhatta, India's first satellite. That's correct. Okay, which 2024 TV series is this? Yeah, let's ask him at the back. Yeah. Excellent answer. Freedom at Midnight is correct. Chronicles the various things that happened behind the scenes with the Freedom at Midnight. Okay, very simple question. What did they do for the first time? Yes? Hi-Fi, correct. That's the right answer, Hi-Fi. Okay, who was heard singing that song? Yes? Ed Sheeran, absolutely right. Ed Sheeran it is. Okay, which UNESCO World Heritage Site was that? Yes, girls there?
Sundarban,
Sundarbans, that's the right answer. Well done, Sundarbans. Spread across West Bengal and Bangladesh. It's called the Sundari tree, so Sundarbans. Which slogan is this? Yes. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. Very good. Lal Bahadur Shastri ji saying Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. It's correct. What word is this? Let's see who gets this right. Yeah. Assault. Very good answer there. Summer assault, like somersault. So, assault is the only answer. Okay, question 10, simple one. Which event? Yes.
Operation Sindoor.
Operation Sindoor, that's correct. Lieutenant Colonel of the Army, so, and a Havaldar. Answer please, Operation Sindoor. Yeah. Okay. Who is this person or what's the name of the snake? Let's ask someone who hasn't tried. So far, only one hand raised. Okay, give us the answer. Russell's Viper, that's correct. This is Patrick Russell. Russell's Viper. Just Russell will do in the answer. Or Russell's Viper. Yeah. This is the tricky question. Lots of hands raised. Let's see. Anybody else at the back? People at the back seem quite silent. Come on, somebody give an answer. What did you write? Yeah.
Delhi.
Delhi, not Delhi. Let's try somebody there. Yeah. Gandhinagar. Nice try. Not Gandhinagar. Lots of hands up now. Yes. Yeah. Navi Mumbai. Nice try again. Not Navi Mumbai. Yeah, the girl there. Yeah.
Pune,
Pune. Nice try again. Not Pune. Now you're a little closer to the answer, but it's not Pune. Okay, guys, take it away. And why? Orange. Absolutely right. It's Nagpur. Nagpur is where the zero meridian passes through in India. And this is, of course, the Nagpur orange. Yeah. So, Nagpur. Okay, which Indian filmmaker was that? Okay, yes, at the back.
S.S. Rajamouli.
Perfect answer. S.S. Rajamouli is absolutely right. maker of Bahubali, films like that, S.S. Rajamouli. Okay, which company brought out this ad? Should be simple. Let's ask the girl there to answer.
Audi.
Audi, that's correct. Simple, Audi. That's it, advantage Audi. What's common to these flags? Okay, plenty of hands raised. Yes, guys. Yeah.
They have a star in
They have a star in them, absolutely right. So, a single star. Hey, guys. No rush. Hold on. There's a single star in 3 of the flags that you can see. The Australia flag has what's called the Southern Cross constellation, and the Israel flag has the Star of David. So, stars. Okay, what is this international film festival named after? At the back, yes.
Paramount.
Sorry?
So Paramount.
No, not Paramount. I said a natural wonder. Yeah? Good try, not K2. Slightly off. Yes. Kailash, not Kailash. Yes? Kanchenjunga. That's a good answer. It's the Kanchenjunga. The mountain that you can range, that you can see from Darjeeling. The Kanchenjunga. Okay. Why does it have 100 folds? Let's ask somebody right at the... Yes. Girl there? Yeah, wait. Okay, answer. Fine, answer.
The recipe of egg can be made in 100.
Egg can be made in 100 ways. That is correct. There are 100 different preparations of eggs that can be made. So long as you have egg in your answer, that's good enough. Preparation of eggs. Okay, what nickname? Okay, plenty of hands raised for this as expected. Let's go right at the back. Ask the girl there. Yeah. Please stand up and answer.
Captain Cool.
Captain Cool it is for MS Dhoni. Captain Cool. Okay, in which town is this going to be built? Let's see how many of you got to the right answer. Yes. Yeah. Mawsynram. Very good answer there. Not Cherrapunji. Both could have been possible answers, but that's why we told you. Meghalaya is where both of them are. Therefore, Mawsynram. One of the rainiest places in the world, Mawsynram. Okay, simple one. Which character? Yes. Gandhari. Very good. Absolutely right. Gandhari is blind. So she chooses to become blind after her husband Dhritarashtra grows blind. So Gandhari. Okay. 21. This is going to be one of the trickier questions. Yes?
Antelopes.
Not antelopes. Like I said, I need a specific answer. Let's ask him. Yeah?
Manipuri stag.
There's a name for it, for the Manipuri stag. Let's ask the people there. Yeah, the girl there. Yeah, please answer.
Golden Samba deer.
Not golden samba deer. Good try again at the back.
That's called reindeer.
Not reindeer. No, definitely not. Yeah, please try. Yeah. Not Barasinga. Nice try. Yeah, you guys. You were going Barasinga as well?
Sangai deer.
Sangai deer. Excellent answer. That's a great answer there. Give them a round of applause. It's the Sangai deer. Also known as the dancing deer. The Sangai deer native to Manipur. Okay. Very simple. Let's go to the image. Yes, please answer. P. And how did you figure that out? Yeah. So let's look at the image. If you look at it, it says PVMA instead of PUMA. So they're paying tribute to PV Sindhu. That's correct. Badminton player PV Sindhu. Okay. Yes. What were they actually doing? Yeah. Let's ask someone here to answer. Yeah.
Judge the book by its cover.
Excellent. Judge a book by its cover. This is a competition for the best book cover that year. So it says there also book cover prize. Judge a book by its cover. Yeah. Where was this fashion show held? At the back? Gateway of India. Very good. Absolutely right. It is the Gateway of India. With the Arabian Sea right behind it. And who is the scientist? Let's ask, you guys know. Let's ask somebody who hasn't answered so far. Someone at the back there, come on. What did you answer? Just tell us what you answered. You wrote some answer, right? No one confident of their answer? Come on, someone. Not the same set of hands going up again and again. Someone at the back, come on. Tell us what did you write? Team there, yeah, what did you write? You guys. Yeah. That's the right answer. Charles Darwin is correct. Well done. It is Charles Darwin. Okay. So those were the answers. Hope you enjoyed that preliminary round. It's 10:40 now. We're going to take a little break and we're going to aim to start the finals between 11:15 and 11:30. Yeah? Let's go to the next slide if you like. Yeah. There you go. Just leave it there. Deepta, please give further instructions on.
Check. Okay, we request the teams to remain seated, please. Please await further instructions. So the break time has officially begun. You are going to be given refreshment boxes in a few moments from now. So please remain seated inside. If you want to use the washrooms, they're just outside the auditorium. As soon as you step down, you'll see 2 doors. So if you'd like to take a bio break, it's right there. But please remain seated.